Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time it is where you're watching me from. My name is Karo. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Talk with True Mandate Rating. On this episode of the show today, we're going to be discussing a very timely subject. Real estate now in Nigeria has become a bit different from what we are used to, and by we I mean that we that have been in the real estate industry for about 8 years now. I'm talking about from 2016. There are two major issues now we worry about investing in real estate in Nigeria, especially investing in real estate in Lagos. One of them is the fact that it's very difficult now to get genuine lands, like lands that are genuine. It's very difficult, and especially to get lands that you don't have to be worried that the government will come and take it. To get lands that have title, proper title, is very difficult now. So one, to get genuine lands has become a problem. Two, to get lands that are not very expensive. So if you say, okay, let me try and get lands that are safe, that are genuine, that have proper titles, you're going to face the issue of cost. It has become very expensive. Even in Ekpe, to get land that has CFO, you will have to hold 20 million, 30 million naira. Yes, to get lands in that same Ekpe now. That's how expensive Lagos has become. So what do we do? What do we do about these two issues that we are now facing in the real estate industry? At True Mandate Realty Limited here, we will never recommend that because you want to pay less, you should buy lands that don't have title. We'll never recommend that. It's just like you are gambling with your money, and we don't do gambling here. We do safe real estate investment that you can capitalize on later in life. Whether it's short term, whether it's long term, you are sure that you can make money from such properties once you invest in them. Those are the only properties we recommend that you invest in. So no properties that don't have title. So how do you now deal with cost for properties that have title? Our recommendation from True Mandate Realty here is that you should look outside of Lagos, the neighborhoods of Lagos, even completely out of the neighborhood of Lagos. I'm talking about Abuja, I'm talking about Mowe, I'm talking about Shimawa. Now, these three areas that I've mentioned are areas where you can still get lands that have CFO to buy. And I'm going to be mentioning specific estates in these three areas in this video where you can still get lands that have CFO to buy. And those lands, they start selling from 4.5 million naira to 8 million naira. So between 4.5 million naira to 8 million naira, you'll be able to get a land that has CFO. And for those of you that live abroad, actually, places like Mowe, Shimawa are closer to the airport. If you're someone that comes in and out of Nigeria, are closer to the airport than these other areas that we've been selling recently, which is the Bejuleki and Ekpe. They are much closer to you. So we're recommending that you look into these areas and invest in these areas instead. The first on the list, let's start with the ones that are in the neighborhood of Lagos, is Queen's Park Estates in Mowe. Now, Queen's Park Estates in Mowe is an estate that has seen a lot of developments, and people even already live there. We have bungalows selling, and we also have some plots of land selling there as well.
Hey, let me reintroduce you to the Queen's Park Estate. We still have ample units of the 3-bedroom apartment right here at the Queen's home located at the Queen's Park Estate in Mowe. As you can see, the screening is ongoing, and you can get signed up with an initial deposit of just 3 million naira. And there's also an instrumental plan for up to 24 months available for you right here. As you all can see, it's been massive development back to back right here at the estate, making sure that everything is geared up to have this estate blossom into its full potential. With that said, if you're yet to key in, note that we have available plot sizes at 600 square meters selling with an initial deposit of 1 million naira. You can get yours.
And a plot there is currently selling for 6 million naira for 600 square meter. 6 million naira. And because people are already living there, you can buy and build right away and move in. So if you are looking for a place to buy and build on the mainland, this is a perfect fit. Also, if you live abroad and you're looking for a place to buy and build that is not far from the airport, this is a good option as well. So you can buy and build. You can also buy and bank if you want, because this land has CFO and it's still affordable. At 6 million naira, you can get multiple plots if you want to, and it still has a good room for price appreciation. And then the next on the list, we have Queen's Garden in Shimawa. Now, this is an estate that is very close to Ikeja. So, like I said, for those of you who come in and out of Nigeria, this is a good location as well. And for those of you who wants to stay on the mainland, looking for a place to build on the mainland, this is a good place as well. You can also buy and bank it.
Welcome to the Queen's Garden Estate in Shimawa, nestled behind the Estate 14 Redemption Camp, and of course a stone throw away from the new 3-kilometer by 3-kilometer auditorium right here in Shimawa. This estate is actually very accessible, as it is going to lead you to the heart of Lagos. Ikeja is only 25 minutes drive away from here. The Queen's Garden Estate is strategically located, making it accessible via the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and also has an alternative route via Ikorodu. This land is dry and, of course, making it very easy for you to build your dream home. To get a 500 square meter right here is selling for 4.5 million naira, while to get a 300 square meter is selling at 3 million naira outright payment. Note, you're worried about affordability. We have a flexible payment plan that covers you. Be rest assured about your investment, as this estate boasts an approved survey plan as well as a land certificate number. Now get a piece of Queen's Garden Estate in Shimawa and you're guaranteed instant allocation.
And finally on the list, we'll talk about City View Estate in Gwagwalada, Abuja. Now, City View Estate in Gwagwalada, Abuja is only within a 15-20 minutes drive to the airport, or from the airport. A plot of land in City View Estate at the moment is selling for 8 million naira for a plot of land. We have 300 square meter also selling, and this is one of the few estates that has offers for an acre or an hectare, and this applies to both residential plots and commercial plots. Tell me, why wouldn't you want to invest in City View Estate in Abuja? Some of you, for some reason, are attached to Lagos, investing in Lagos. Why Lagos is the commercial city? But know that with the internet now, people work from anywhere. People work from anywhere in Nigeria, even anywhere in the world. And you can connect to wherever and be able to do business with everyone. Like, in any part of the world, you can do business. If you are one of those that still let yourself be pulled down by this attachment to you must invest in Lagos, and because of that you're not investing now, because properties in Lagos now that have CFO, they all have allocation CFO, which is expensive to get because they are buying this land directly from the government. So they are all very expensive, selling from 30-something million to as much as almost 100 million now for a plot in Lagos. So if you're one of those that allow yourself that to be tied down and limit yourself by, oh, I must invest in Lagos. You really have to get out of that mindset. That mindset is limiting you. With that mindset, you are leaving a lot of money on the table. Now is the time to invest, and invest in these areas, 3 areas that I've mentioned. If you don't invest now, the problem you're going to face within another 1-2 years is that you're not going to be able to get a land that has CFO anymore anywhere for less than 10 million naira. That's the problem you're going to face. And how do you handle that? Is it that you just not, buy land anymore? So now is the time to invest. And another thing is that you can do a deposit now. Instead of saying, I'll start in a month, I'll buy in 2 months, I'll buy in 3 months, let me just be done with this project. You can take some money and make a deposit. Once you make an initial deposit for any property, what you've successfully done is tying that property at the price, tying it at that price that it's currently selling for. If a property is selling for 4.5 million naira, for example, and you make an initial deposit, what that does for you is that land remains 4.5 million naira for you. Although when you do payment plan, I have to give you all the information. When you do payment plan, there's a little bit of interest added. So if you're somebody that is paying within a 3 months period, for example, is going to be paying 4.5, and you that is buying on a payment plan of say 6-12 months, you probably be paying 5 million or thereabouts. So that's how payment plan work. However, it is still cheaper for you that way than when you wait for these lands to increase more in prices. Our numbers on your screen, and we'll be expecting to hear from you. If you have questions, we'll be glad to take your questions and provide you with the clarity that you need so that you can make the right investment decision for you and make it now. Thank you so much for watching. Until I come your way again, my name is Karo. Bye for now.